Missy. Welcome to Move Your High Power Yoga. It's so good to have you. I know we can't be together, but this hopefully is the next best thing. So as always, breathe, move, have fun, do your best, challenge yourself, all those great things. I hope you enjoy. Challenge. Just bring your forehead to the floor. Take a big inhale through your nose and a big exhale through your mouth. Good, and then move your head just a little bit from one side to the other. You're just a gentle massage on the forehead. So you're going to let go of anything you're holding on to or anything that is holding on to you. Good, and then pick up your head and walk your hands way over to the right side of the room. Lengthen from your left fingertips to your left hip. Inhale. Exhale. And then pick up and walk over the other direction. Good, lengthen, right side long. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. Come to center. Rest the tabletop. Good, and then melt through your shoulder blades, drop your belly. Inhale, look up. Exhale, top your chin round. Push the earth away. Good, and then just keep going. Take a couple more rounds. And then add whatever you need this morning to add. If you need a little circle, you need to work the wrist, the neck, if you need to linger in one way or the other, you're just going to find that for yourself. Good, and then one more, just one more round. Whatever you need, wrap it up. Good, and then come to neutral. Good, and then take your right arm forward and your left leg behind you. Just create some length from fingertip to heel. Push into your left hand, take your torso a little bit higher, pull your belly in. Inhale, exhale, crunch, elbow to together. Inhale, lengthen, crunch, lengthen, crunch, lengthen, bend your knee, reach back, take your foot, and see if it's available. And then if you can get it, good, kick it away. Pull your right shoulder back a little bit so you start to get a little bit of opening through your front body. Nice job, and then release. Switch sides. I'm just clearing my throat, people, I'm not coughing. No coughing. It is allergy season. Good, take a full breath in, and then exhale, go bring it together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Lengthen. Crunch. Lengthen. And then bend your knee, take your foot. And then do what you can do. Just open your chest. And then, and then if you can lift your lips, just enjoy the experience as well. That's even better. Beautiful. Release. Good. And then tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Just take it right back. And then, oh, yeah, I know. That's how I feel like too these days. Oh. And work through your feet. Just let it be an experience of awakening. So you get an opportunity to just notice, where are you at? What have you been up to as we're all home and we're doing different things? How is that affecting your physical body? Good, and then take your right foot, flip it over. So you're going to stretch up to the front side of your ankle, over your foot. Oh yeah. And then switch. Good, yeah. I find like this for me is really difficult these days. And then flip your foot. Inhale, come high to your toes. Exhale, forward, come to the top. So step it, pop it, however you want to get there. And then just forward fold, Uttanasana. Opposite hand to elbow, or if you want a different variation, go for it. Do what you need Just get a little awareness around what's happening in your hamstrings, what's happening in your upper body. Good, lift and spread your toes. Release your arms. Press down, blow yourself up. Reach high. And then just bring your hands to your heart. Good, just take a pause. Find your breath for a moment. Just center yourself. And then inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step your feet back. Chaturanga. So listen, lower to the floor, pause, take regular chaturanga, upward dog to downward dog. Find a vinyasa that works for you. Okay, so if that is lowering to the floor and taking cobra, awesome. If that's chaturanga up dog, awesome. If that's dropping to your knees and taking chaturanga, awesome. Let it be the experience that you need for your practice today. Inhale, rise, look forward. Exhale, spring. Just start to get a little bit light. Come halfway up, bow forward. Press and rise, lengthen, reach high. Fold. Half lift. Chaturanga, take it back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Bend your knee, open your hips, spread your toes, roll your ankle. Good, and then just one big hip circle each direction. Yeah, just start to wake up your hip a little bit. And then switch. Bring your right leg down, take your left leg up. Reach it high, bend it, open it, wake up your toes, roll your ankle. And then just, yeah, big hip circle each direction. Ooh, there you go. And then left leg comes down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, spring. Halfway lift. Bow. Rise. Fold. Lengthen. Chaturanga. Beautiful job, you guys. Really beautiful chaturangas. Upward to downward dog. Good. And then come high to your toes. Just like lift your hips way up. And then sweep both heels to the right side of the room. So you're going to come to your inner foot and your outer foot. Put a tiny little bend in your knees and then just notice how you feel on the, really you're kind of working the peroneals from your outer knee to your outer ankle. And then come up and over go the other way. So if you're doing a lot of walking, running, biking, any of those things these days, you might just find just a little difference maybe. Come back to center. You're not just yoga-ing. And then inhale, rise, exhale, come to the top. Halfway lift, bow forward. Uttanasana, bring your feet together, bend your knees, reach your arms. Fold forward. Lengthen. Chaturanga, take it back. Nice job, you guys. Up to down. Super strong ladies here today. Right leg forward. Warrior one. All teachers too, by the way, so if you're wondering why they're so good, it's because they're all teachers. And then really work into the outer edge of your back foot. See if you can take your left inner thigh towards the wall behind you a tiny bit more. Full inhale. And then exhale, go, chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Left foot to the top, warrior one. Ground your feet, inhale. Good, and then as you exhale, I want you to plug into your right heel. Just really root down into your right heel. Move your right inner thigh towards the wall behind you. Tap your left hip back a tiny bit. Good. Inhale fully. Now exhale, go. I was waiting for you guys, and you were waiting for me. I could tell because your teachers are holding your breath.
Trying to be good.
I know, me elective students, and I'm like waiting for you to be regular students and you're like advanced students, which is amazing. Good, so you people at home, keep breathing. Just keep breathing. People in the studio, keep breathing. And then inhale, rise. Exhale, forward into the top. Halfway lift. Bow. Uttanasana. Fold. Lengthen. Chaturanga, take it back. So step it back, pop it back if you want. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg to the top, warrior one. Good, and then exhale, open it up, warrior two. Just get a little bit longer. Flip your palm, reach up, reverse. And then go vinyasa. We'll pick up the pace a tiny bit. Start to wake up in your body. And then really move your body and your breath together. Left foot to the top. Press your feet, inhale, rise. And then exhale, open. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. So it's a big movement for an exhale. Inhale, lift your heart up, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice job. So good, yeah. So whatever you need to let go, you just do that. Yeah, beautiful. You just do that. And exhale through the mouth is available 100% of the time. Inhale, go forward. Exhale, spring. Come to the top. Halfway lift. Bow. Uttanasana. Fold. Lengthen. Chaturanga, take it back. Get upward dog. Downward dog. Right foot to the top, warrior one. Warrior two. Good, and then move it to humble warrior. So you're going to interlace your hands behind you. Pull your left hip forward just a tiny bit right your back. And then bow onto the inside of your front knee. If you can reach your hands off your back, that's great. And if you can't, you just rest your hands on your back. That's perfect. Good, and then lift your chest up a little bit. Connect your right shoulder to your right thigh. Pull your left shoulder back and open your whole heart towards the left side of the rib. Lean back. Beautiful. Bow forward. Release your hands. Left hand down. Left heel lifts straight up. Right arm reaches to the ceiling. Good. Hands to the floor. Chaturanga. Really nice job, you guys. Beautiful breath, by the way, too. Left foot to the top. Warrior one. Warrior two. Okay. Humble warrior. Interlace. Pull your right hip forward just a tiny bit. And then come to the inside of your front knee. So your left hip is still moving straight back towards the wall behind you as you bow. Hands come up your back or not. You choose. Good. Lift up a little bit higher. Connect your left shoulder to your left thigh. Roll your right shoulder back. Pull your left hip in and under. So you're scooping. You're leaning back. This should feel intense. Good. And then release. Bow. Right hand down. Right heel lifts straight up. Left arm goes to the ceiling. Take your twist. Good, and then go chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Yeah. Good. Next, like a big exhale. Just let go. And then right leg is going to go to the ceiling. Reach it up high. Bend your knee, open your hip. Good. Stay here or flip your dog. If you want to take it over, you're going to go for it. Good. And then if you flip it, your hips are up, your head's back, your heart is open, and then your lips just fall back. Your face is like happy about the whole experience. Good. And then come back around, right leg side. Exhale, pull your knee into the midline. Inhale, kick it away. Exhale, pull it into the midline. Inhale, kick it away. Exhale, pull it in and step it through. Cross neck lunge. Keep your feet hip width distance apart. So you want to set yourself up on railroad tracks. Inhale, reach your arms. Good. So from feet to fingers, the whole experience is going upward. I want you to really lift up, lift up, lift up. Your back leg is engaged, your quadricep is lifting, your hamstring is going towards the sky. Good, and then take an open twist. Take your right arm behind you, left arm forward. And then once you get there, get a little bit bigger. Go finger to finger as much as you can. Just like a big, big, big opening. And then take your left arm and reach it up. You can go right hand to your right hip or right hand to your left hamstring. But take it into a place where you start to feel a stretch in your psoas, the front of your left hip, your left hip flexor, it might be there. Good, and then go left hand to the floor, right arm to the ceiling. So you're just back in your open twist. Good, come up and around, go to warrior two. Big push away from the floor, flip your palm, reach up, reverse. Straighten your front leg for a moment, and the suffering. Oh, yeah, hallelujah. And then dive back into warrior two. So you're going to sink in your front knee, and then go side angle. So whatever variation of side angle you want, you're going to go on your 5 breaths. Okay, so as if you want to deepen, you're going to deepen. If you want to stay forearm to thigh, you're going to do that. But really dive into the experience and be mindful and aware of how your breath is affecting the posture. At the end, on the exhale of your 5th breath, you're going to just vinyasa. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. It's totally great if we're not all there at the same time. No big deal. Nice job, you guys. And then inhale, big, huge exhale. Just let go. Yeah, back leg, lift it, bend it, open it, and then go for it. Stay or flip. If you're flipping, go lightly. Good, kind of back hard open, really beautiful. Yeah, if wheels in your practice are right there, just don't wait for me. Be amazing on your own. Don't wait for me to say be amazing. And then come back around. Good, and then exhale, pull your knees into the 9. Inhale, kick it away. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, kick it away. Exhale, pull it in, step through, press down, rise up. Arms reach. Fingers are lifting and spreading. Breath is deep and free. Lips are kind of lifting, just a little. Like you don't have to be like in a full-on smile, but there's just like a little, like you're just like, yeah. It's like this is a pose of yes. You're in that experience. Yeah, I'm like pretty freaking awesome here. And enjoying it. So you're just there. Good. And then take a big open twist to the left side of the room. So you're reaching finger to finger. And then get a little bit bigger than you think is possible. Take your right arm, reach it straight up. Left hand can either go to your hamstring or your hip. If it just goes to your hip, that's great too. Good, sink in a little bit, find an opening in your right hip flexor. Good, and then right hand to the floor, left arm to the ceiling. Sink it in a little bit. Keep your knee hugging into the midline. Good, come up and around warrior two. Flip your palm reverse. And then, straighten your front leg. Hallelujah. Just have that moment, yeah, just, yes, and then go warrior two, sink in, 5 breaths on your side angle, take it and make it yours. It's your opportunity to really just find something amazing, and listen, don't hold back if it's not a hold back kind of day. If you want to bind it, you want to travel with it, if you want to, I don't care, I don't know what you can do with it, do it the way you can do with it. Good, and at the end of your 5th, you're on your 5th exhale, you're going to take it back, turn around it. Good, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Oh, so good, you guys. Inhale, rise to your toes. Exhale, look forward and spring. Feet together, Utkatasana. Good, and then bring your hands together at your heart, send your hips back a lot. And then take a pair of twists to the right side of the room. So you'll hook your left elbow over your right knee, pull your right shoulder on your back. Good, and then your left hip is moving back towards the wall behind you a little bit. And then stay open or side crook. So people, if you want to take it into an arm balance, you're feeling kind of spicy today, then you're going to do that. If you want to just get grounded, stay in the legs. You guys are spicy today, I like it. Good, good, then wake up your toes, yes. Beautiful job, you guys. Such a great example of 3 different variations. And then bring yourself, bring it down, open your feet up, and then grab your big toes. Look out and lengthen, bow forward, pull your head down, shake it around. I love that because it was like 3 different variations of side crow. So people watching this are like, oh my God, that's so awesome. Like, yeah, so good, you guys. And listen, if you choose not to, that's awesome too. You don't have to. It's just available. And then release your hands, bring your feet together with the Utkatasana. Come in. Yeah, so like if you want to learn to fly, you first have to learn how to hug in. And then hands together, your heart, send your hips back a lot and twist. We have to find that strength that comes through that connection to the midline. And then connection to breath. Breath is what makes everything. It just kind of pulls it through. It pulls the thread. Stay open or side crow. So, like find what it is that you need from your experience today. Beautiful. And then this side, you might choose a different variation. You might choose the same variation. Good, and then wake up your toes. Keep breathing. Beautiful job, you guys. Release. Open your feet. Slide your hands underneath your feet. Take your toes up to your wrists. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Yeah. And then just give yourself a moment. It's like a moment to collect yourself, a moment to let go of everything that's happened up to this point and just arrive here. It's just like as if we're just arriving to our practice. Every breath, every moment, it's that new arrival. Just makes it so beautiful and powerful. And then step off of your hands and roll yourself all the way up to standing. Reach your arms high. Good, and then take it right into eagle pose. Right arm is going to come underneath. Right leg is going to come over. So you're in, it's like Utkatasana. It's like a one-legged Utkatasana, all wrapped up. And then you're hugging in, your gaze is forward. You're hugging to the midline. Thighs are squeezing together. So it's thigh over thigh as opposed to knee over knee. And then the outer edge of your right foot is either hugging into the outer edge of your left leg, or it's wrapping behind you. Bring your elbows down, touch your knees. You got it. Just like touch, and then unwind, fly, airplane. Just gonna sweep everything away. And then make it like an explosion. So I like to think of it like from eagle, and then we're going to like a flying eagle. Even though this is an airplane. Like think of it as like a flying eagle. So you have that soaring kind of experience. You have that lightness, imagine like there's uprights holding you up here, people. And then left hand comes to the floor, half moon. Good, open everything up, push down, lift up. So energetically, we want to go upward here as opposed to downward. When we go downward, we get a little heavy. When we go upward, we start to get light. Bend your knee, take your foot, Chakasana. Just try it, you got it, you can do it. Beautiful. And then release your foot, square your hips, bring both hands down, standing splits. Standing splits is hard. It is hard, hard, hard. Stay here, or you're going to just practice getting light and free. So you're just going to bring your right toes down, tap the floor, beautiful. And then pop, and then land, beautiful. Yeah, use the wall if you're close. Come out of it, you got space, good. Just let yourself come a little else and tap the floor, and then from the floor, go. Yes! Go one more time. You got it. Yes. Oh, good catch. All right. We'll call that a victory. Roll yourself up. Really good job, you guys. So the whole point of that is it's just fun. And what we're doing is learning how to build faith. Okay? Having faith, lightness, fun, doesn't matter. Like handstand is if you get it, great. And if you don't get it, great. Who really cares? Take it into ego pose on the other side. Listen, I took Christy's class earlier and I fell out of handstand every time. But it was super, super fun. Yeah. It's just like we have to look at how we're approaching our practice. Are we approaching it like it's a discipline, we have to do it, it's a burden? Or are we approaching it like it's an opportunity to hit some joy and just check in with our body? Like, what's really going on? Where can we expand? Bring your elbows down, touch your knees. You got it. And then unwind and fly to an airplane. And it's also like for people out there, it's really kind of great for them to see the teachers fall. Because then they get that, we're all human beings and we all fall down. I encourage falling. I think falling is amazing. And then go back when my hand comes down. Because falling means you're starting to push your boundaries. We want to get that experience. Go beyond where you think you can. Push your boundaries a little bit further than where you were today. Bend your knee, take your foot, Chakasana. Spread your toes, kick it away. Good, really beautiful job, you guys. And then release, bow forward, hands down, leg up, standing splits. And then just before you hop, take a big inhale, a big exhale, and you just go 1, 2, 3, go for it. See what happens. The worst that can happen is nothing, right? Yeah. But we're working with, so when we're there, beautiful, Christy, a little more inner thigh to the ceiling. Yes! So good. When we're working in that place, it's just fun. We're seeing what's possible, but we're also working with fear. Hug it into the midline just a little bit more, Allison, shoulders forward a hair. Tiny bit more, good, now go, 1, 2, 3, take it up. That's it, hug it. Good, so good. Oh, so good. All right, we'll call that awesome. So listen, it's just practice. It's just practice. It's super fun. Good. So bring yourself to the top of your mat. Take it into dancer pose, not the Rajasana. Bring your right hand behind you, grab your right, either inner foot or outer foot. So either palm is up if you're taking inner foot, palm is down if you're taking outer foot. Start with your knees together, kick your foot away, drive your leg, shift your eyes forward, keep driving, keep driving, keep driving. Really nice job, ladies. And then just because you can, just do I know you can, you're going to bring your left fingertips down and touch the floor. 1, 2, 3, try it. Just, oh, yeah. Now kick your foot away, rise back up. Oh, yes, yes. And then when you get there, lift your lips. That was a good experience. Really good job. Switch sides. It's absolutely necessary to celebrate yourself when you do something that's really awesome. Learn how to do that for yourself. Kick your foot away. And sometimes we think, we're there, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be a yogi. Can't get excited about it. Get excited about it, people. I don't even know what a yogi is if it's not about celebrating life. Kick your foot away, rise up. Nice. Yes! And release. What the heck? And then bring your right foot up, take it to tree. Tree pose, or if you want standing pigeon, if you're really tight in your outer hips and you want to cross your right ankle over your left knee and sit back and take a hip stretch, then do that. Otherwise, take tree pose. So you're either finding your moment to ground and pause in the midline, or you're sitting your hips back and you're starting to get an opening in the right hip. Good, really beautiful. Inhale, and then exhale, release, switch sides. Good, and then go for it. Just whatever you need. Nice nice release. Good job, you guys. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Lengthen, chaturanga, take it back. Good, and then upward dog, downward facing dog. Go right leg forward, warrior two. Just a big step forward. Bring it up. Good, and then take a moment. Be in the experience of your warrior two. It's really the first time that we've been here for any length of time. Okay, we've been here before. But I want you to settle in and just notice the experience of warrior two. Should feel powerful, expansive. Right knee is moving towards your right pinky toe a little bit, and your right butt cheek is pulling back towards the wall behind you. Good, flip your palm, reach up. Create space from your right hip to your right fingertip. So I want you to lengthen just a little bit more through your side body. See if you can pull out of your right hip. Straighten your front leg. Keep moving your right hip straight back towards the wall behind you, and then triangle pose. Come forward. Good, so listen, be short or be expansive. I know, like Christy likes to be shorter, I like to be really long in my practice. You choose. The beautiful part of our yoga practice is that it's yours. And there is no right way, there is no wrong way. You just do you. Good, and then bring your upper hand to the floor. Square your hips and step your back foot up, maybe a foot closer or so. So you're still in a decent, maybe a 3/4 stance. And then just bow forward. This is for the hamstrings. Oh, yes, yes. So put a tiny little bend in your right knee. Lift your right hip up. Drop your left hip down. And then straighten your right leg. You should feel some intensity happening there. Good, and then lengthen your spine. So walk your hand a little bit, bring your left fingertips to the floor, and then bring your right hand to your right hip, push your right hip back. Lengthen from your right hip to your left armpit, and then reach your right arm to the ceiling. Move the back of your head back a little bit, keep reaching, keep moving your right hip straight back. You should feel this the whole outside of the right leg. Yeah, it should be speaking to you, maybe in a loud way. And then hands come to the floor. Nice job, chaturanga. Take it back. That is like, for me lately, twisted triangle is a must do. I do that pose almost on a daily basis. Good, left foot to the top, warrior two. That Parshvantanasana I do almost on a daily basis right now. Good, so settle in, be in the experience, what's here, and what's available. Like, can you go a little bit more? Is there more depth available, or isn't there? Could be like, nah, I'm at my limit, that's okay. But then be in the experience. You get into the pose and then you let the pose happen. They're two different experiences. And then flip your palm, reach up and lengthen. Dive into that, and then notice if there's a little bit more room. Is there anything more available to get out of this experience? Straighten your front leg, move your left hip straight back, come forward, triangle. So find your experience. What are you looking for today? Good, and then you're pressing down and reaching up. See if you can move your left, or not your left, your right shoulder in your back a little bit more. Pull your right shoulder back. Sorry, left shoulder back. Yeah. I was right the first time and I recorrected myself wrongly. Good, extend your arms towards the front of the room, just create a little bit of space. Good, and then inhale, bring yourself up, and then adjust your feet for Prasarita. So we're going to do just like one long Prasarita section. Good, feet are pretty square, hands start at your hips. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, bow, come forward. Hands to the floor, and then head in the direction of the floor. So be in the legs first. We will get an opportunity to headstand, but not quite yet. So yeah, just put hands to the floor. And then walk your hands back towards the wall behind you. So you're just going to keep walking them, walking them, walking them. Good. Fingertips point back. And then bend your elbows, pull yourself in a little deeper. Good. And then flip your hands around so your fingertips point forward. Now you can bring them forward. And then if you want to take yourself into tripod headstand, go for it. If you have that, you want to do that in your practice, you're just going to do that with the hips. Good. Press into the floor. Really nice job, you guys. Beautiful. Active feet. Really active shoulders. Pressing into the floor. So nice. And then float. As beautifully as you floated up, you're going to float yourself back down. Come halfway up. Good. So stay in that halfway long spine, and then just bring your hands behind you, interlace them. Take a shoulder stretch. Bow forward. Good. Spin your heart open towards the front of the room. So you're going to pull your left shoulder back. Just kind of, yep. Look forward. And then go the other way. Pull your right shoulder back. Spin towards the back of the room. Good. Release from the center. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders so you're in a long spine. Right hand stays down, left hand goes up. Twist. Good. And then lift your left hip up a tiny bit and drop your right hip down a tiny bit. Just until you feel a big stretch in your right inner thigh. And do not overdo this, okay? You can totally overdo it. Don't overdo it. And then switch. Switch sides. So this time your right hip will lift up a little bit, your left hip will come down. And just enough to feel that stretch in your left inner thigh. Beautiful job. Release. Bring your hands to your hips, shoulders on your back. Pull your belly in and come to standing. And then open everything up towards the front of the room for Parsvottanasana. So you're setting yourself up. Good. Feet are like hip width distance apart. And then this time take your hands behind you. Take either reverse namaste, or you could go fist to fist, or fingertips point down, whatever works for you. Lengthen through your spine. Pull your shoulders up, move them back, and then just let them settle. And then bow, come forward. Good. And then as you bow forward, I want you to engage your legs with your quadriceps. It'll help you to protect your hamstrings. Good. Release your hands. Set yourself up for twisted triangle. Tap your left hip back. So it might be that you want a little bit more, if you want more space between your feet, step your foot back a little bit. Good, and then go, take your twist. Start to create opening, move the back of your head back. Keep moving your left hip back, you should feel this a lot. Beautiful job, hands to the floor. High plank. Lower to your belly. Woo. Rest, take a pause. Inhale, exhale. So good. And before you get too comfortable, I'm like, too late. Inhale, lift your head and heart, lift your feet. We'll go quickly from here. Lift it up, and extend, create space. So good. And then you just come down. Good. Turn your head to one side. Just kind of let your neck go a little bit. So you're still working that range of motion in the neck. And then come back to center. Inhale, rise back up. Lift your head and heart, lift your feet. So listen, feet together or feet apart. Work like you don't have to go feet together, but roll inner thighs towards the ceiling. Good. Wake up your toes. And then release, come down. So you gotta find what works for you, and then turn your head towards the opposite direction, whichever side you didn't do last time. Good, and then bend your knees, take your feet, bring your forehead to the center, so your forehead comes down, kick your feet away, inhale, rise up. Kick your feet away, rise, lift your heart, lift your lips. light, magical, glowing quality. Good, and then release, come down. We call that youth, right? Get some youthful. Let your feet fall from side to side. Yeah, if you want to feel more youthful, get a little lighter. Bend your knees, take your feet, and not lighter in the physical sense, which it will be lighter in the physical sense, but keep your feet away. Not losing weight, I should say. That's not the lighter I'm talking about. Good, and then just see if you can take one breath in where you feel just almost an expression of joy, like a full expansion because you know it's the last breath. And then exhale, release, bring it down. Because our experience of joy starts here. And we are in direct control of whether or not we experience joy. And then take yourself, just go back to child's pose. Let's just go there. Push it back. Good, and then any arm variation you want. Just find what you want. Either knees wide or knees together, you choose. And then, yeah, find what serves you. What serves you the most in this experience right now. And then joy comes when we can just have a full acceptance of the experience we're in. And be like, oh yeah, I'm here, and it's kind of really okay. Maybe even better than okay, it's kind of really great right now. Like this one breath is just like, oh yeah, so good. And then take yourself to downward facing dog. Bring yourself up. Take yourself back. Yeah, vinyasa or not, you choose. And then make your way to your back. So you're gonna like either jump through or crawl through or somehow come onto your back. Bring yourself all the way down. And then bridge pose. Set yourself up. Good, press down, lift up, hips go up. Good, heart opens. Beautiful job, you guys. And then if you're not restoring, bring yourself down. Let your knees fall to the right and to the left. Good, and then go bridge or wheel. If you want to go all the way up to Urban Anurasana, just go, take it up. So good, you guys. Good, so nice, beautiful job. And then tuck your chin, come down. Good, and then go feet together, knees wide. Supta Baddha Konasana. Just, yeah, a chance to let go. Inhale. Exhale. So good. And then hug your knees in. Give yourself a little squeeze. Take some tiny little rocks in the lower back. Good. And then take your feet straight up to the ceiling. We'll do just a tiny bit of floor. Hands come behind your head. Lift your head and shoulders off the mat. Then you're going to crunch it up. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your right leg, let it hover. Good, and then go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both legs up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, bicycles. Go. Listen, whatever tempo you are. Just, yeah, go for it. Just a little, just want to wake up. Just a little core wake up.
If the camera weren't on me, I wouldn't be doing it.
I feel like a little core work is really good for the soul. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, you're not doing by the way.
We may have to do a COVID, modification. Get back on it, right?
That's right. Go knees up and over the other way. Just a little twist. Good, so nice. Yeah, I find I'm not doing, now that I'm home, I'm not doing it. I need to get really intentional to do my core. Yeah. It's easy to cut that part out of the practice. You just hack it out. Then come to center. Hug your knees in. And then if you want to take pigeon from seated, you're going to rock yourself up. If you want to take it from being on your back, you're just going to stay on your back and crush your right ankle over your knee. So find the experience you want. Pigeon, you can do double pigeon. If you want to do that, do double, do that. If you want to, if you want to rock up and do double. If you're at home, you want to be on your back, you should be on your back. Just find an opportunity where you can start to get some sensation in your right hip. Might be in your right butt cheek. Might be in your IT band if it's really tight. You might feel it in your inner thigh. But find an experience where you can start to let go a little bit. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Good, and then walk your hands up. People in pigeon, you're going to bend your back knee and take your foot. If you're in double pigeon, Christy, take a big twist towards the left side of the room. So if you want, you can put your right elbow into the sole of your foot, maybe go a little bit deeper, and then push foot into elbow, and then elbow into foot, so you start to go deeper. Otherwise, you're stretching your quad. And listen, I'm speaking for myself when I say my quads are super tight. We tend to focus on our hamstrings in this practice and always think it's the hamstrings, but guess what? Sometimes it's the quads. So we want to do that too. Good, and then release and switch however you want to switch it out. So yeah, if you want to go through down dog, do that. If you want to switch through center, do that. But just make your way to the other side. And then find the experience that you need for you. Yeah, use a prop, don't use a prop. If you're at home and you don't actually own a block, find a couple of really big books. They work great. And once you set yourself up, you start to get in the shape of the pose, then move into the experience of the pose. What is the experience for you today of this pose? And then listen, the experience from day to day is going to change. It's not always the same. So just we get the lesson for the day. What's happening? Just what's the check-in? Take a full breath in. Take a big, full exhale. Release it out. And then walk your hands up and you're either taking your twist, so you're either going elbow to the sole of the foot, or you're bending your back knee and you're taking your foot and you're just stretching through your quads. Good. Yeah, or you're like going into mermaid, you're feeling lovely, and you do that. Good. Find what you need for yourself today in your experience. Beautiful. And then release, bring both legs forward. So you're gonna, come to seated, both legs come forward. And then start with your knees pretty bent first. Go opposite hand to elbow, keep your knees bent. And then round through your back, tuck your chin in and pull back. So I want you to get a big experience of stretching through your neck and your upper back. And listen, if you're really tight, and you probably are, it might feel nauseating. That's what happens when we get into our cervical spine, we get into our neck area. A lot of times it feels really nauseating. Take your ear, move it a little bit towards your right shoulder, and then just breathe into the whole left side of the neck. And then go the other way. Breathe into the right side of the neck. And you just notice. When we come to our practice, it's informational. We get a chance to tune in and tune everything else out. So we get to tap into what our body wants to tell us about our experience. And then lengthen your spine, look forward. So you should feel like, oh, hallelujah. Now, you can either keep arms underneath still or take your arms up. And then go to Paschimottanasana. Start straighten your legs. And now you're going to go into hamstrings. If you want to go, to lower back, you can still keep your arms underneath and then pull your belly strongly in and up and round through your lower back a little bit, but do not overdo it. It's kind of like the inner thigh stretch. We don't want to overdo when we're working our spine, we're working our neck, muscles in our neck. Good, and then take a big inhale, big exhale. See if you can soften just a tiny bit, just the fullest expression, whatever's available. Good, and then bring yourself up and bring your hands behind you. So you're going to set up for either reverse table or Purvottanasana. So that's either like reverse plank or reverse table. Knees are bent, feet are on the floor, legs are straight, and then push down, go up, inhale, take it up. Get head back, heart up, a really beautiful job. Full inhale, really engage your feet to the floor. Exhale, release, come down. Woo! Bring yourself all the way down onto your back and roll yourself down. And then take a moment, hug your knees in for just a moment. Just kind of like a big release of that experience. And then you're going to choose whether you want to take yourself into legs at the wall pose or you want to go into a shoulder stand. If you want to go to shoulder stand, then go for it. You're going to support your lower back. If you want to take legs at the wall pose, you just take your legs and either use the wall or you just take your legs straight up, take your hips onto the block if it's handy. Beautiful. And then some feet are lifting upwards either way, whatever one you're in. But then just kind of wake up your feet so you have that activity happening. And then you're reaching up, really nice job. And then if you are in your shoulder stand, take your right foot all the way down to the floor, just your right leg. And then, yes. And then I'm going to give you a little extra stretch. So your right foot is going to lift a little bit off the floor. So your hips are going to come towards me a little bit. And then bend your left knee. And drop your left toes towards the floor and shift your hips towards me a little bit. And you should feel a massive stretch in your left psoas. And it should feel, frankly, uncomfortable. Good, and then scissor your legs back together, go straight up. Oh, yes. And then this time your left leg is going to drop straight back towards, yep. So let it, and then if you're taking it psoas stretch, your right knee bends, and then your hips shift a little bit towards, yes, the front of the room. Really nice. Should feel kind of intense. And then scissor your feet together. Now drop those feet towards the floor. Pop pose, Halasana. You're just going to kind of let go a little bit. Good, and then bend your knees. And then roll yourself all the way down onto your back. Good. Pause at the midline, come your knees in. Good, and then bring your feet to the floor so your knees are still bent. Right ankle is going to cross over left knee. And then drop everything towards the left. Good. And then just rotate your right knee towards the front of the room a little bit. Good. It should just feel like an outer cut. Nice outer stretch. You're good too. You can go that way if you want. If you want your internal rotation, you're doing that. Yeah. Yeah, so either internal rotation or external rotation. Shavasana. Shavasana. Good, so get comfortable. And then allow your body to just get really heavy. So the whole point, we come to our yoga practice, and really this is the point. Sometimes we get wrapped up into the idea that, we need to learn handstand, or we need to learn arm balancing, or, we need to do, that's what makes the yoga practice. And what makes the yoga practice is just tuning into yourself, tuning out the world. So that's our opportunity here. See if you can just go full rest. Inhale. Exhale. Invite some movements to your fingers and your toes. And then just get really long. Just lengthen. Reach your hands, reach your feet. Stretch out. Like a big morning stretch. Get really, really long. And then hug your knees in. Give yourself a squeeze. Rolling your lower back if you need to. Just let it feel kind of good. And then roll to your right side and just pause. Get really heavy. Good. And then when you rise up to take your seat, the opportunity exists to just begin again. We just begin anew. So you sit, you come take your seat, and you take it in a way that you're choosing to tackle the rest of your day. So you have a choice every time we just step into something, we choose how we wish to proceed. And then hands come together in front of your heart. We're going to add one. Inhale. Bring your thumbs to your center. Namaste.